Greetings, this is the Baron, and today, it's time for another loot haul. Alright, so here's our fat stack of loot. This is the main show right here, and a little extra surprise in the end for you. It's kind of an order between, exciting loot and super exciting loot. So, let's dive right in. First up, got myself a playset of Clergy of the Holy Nimbus, because that's cool. And I got Divine Offering playset. I dig that. Here we got some Amaru Kithkin sneaking in. Buff them up and get right where we need to go. I got a Beta Circle Protection Black, because, when you need those. Straighten this out, I'm just making a mess. Alright. Circle Protection Green. I think I got 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, because I made a, what do you call those guys? Gremlin? No. Leprechaun. I made a Leprechaun deck. So I need COP greens. Got a COP red with a big slash right through him. I don't know if you can see that. But you know what? That's fine. He does his job. I got a Magical Hack. Find him in like a 50-cent bin. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use him. A couple of them, I guess. Mahamori Jin. He's in my new deck. Iconic Beats of the 90s. Another one. Sleight of Mind, because you never know when you need to mess with some colors. Another one. This Azure Drake, I got a play set of them, because I was going to put them in my Iconic Beats of the 90s deck, just because he's bolt proof and he flies. That's kind of like the main theme of that deck. But I ended up finding better 4-drops. We're going to visit them soon. Ooh, a Beta Phasmental Terrain. I think that. It's for my Merfolk deck. Got 2 of them. And then with the Merfolk. Full playset of Beta Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. That's cool. An Unsummoned Beta. Fear. Another Fear. Death Grip for those anti-green decks. Blight. I got a full playset of Blight from Legends. This is a card that I've actually never owned in Black Border, and I don't own any currently in White Border because of the amount of times I threw away my entire collection. So, glad to have that. Pestilence Betas. That's nice. Ooh, a third. Beta Frozen Shade. That's cool. Drain Life. Ooh, this is a big one. Underworld Dreams. So I owned one of these way back in the day, and this is my first one since getting into old school. So I actually intend to make a Underworld Dreams type deck. Oh, this wacky guy. Just remember having fun with him. It's just nostalgia mostly. These guys, the Blazing Effigies. I think I got 8 of them. Yeah, just because I want to experiment with them, Wacky blowing up nonsense. Giant Strength. Playset of those guys. Let me just clear this out here. Immolation. Again, this is a card I mentioned earlier. It's just so good at doing stuff. It can kill your opponent's creatures that are bothering you, or it can buff any of yours that can take the -2, and that can make a big difference. I think it's a heavily overlooked card. These guys, Orcish Mechanics. Plan on using them on my own ATOG deck. Made a deck for my lady, and I'm going to make one for myself. Mons Goblin Raiders, same thing. Made a Goblin deck for my lady, and now I want to make one for myself. And that is full playset of those bad boys. Dirkwood Boars. Oh man, 4 of these guys. I love these cards. I've always loved this card. We used to have like wacky drafts out of my buddy's cards he just had in his garage, and I would always find my boars, because 4/4 beaters for 5, they're hard to deal with and they smack hard. And this is my first or second time I've owned Black Border. I think I've got one of my last loot haul. Emerald Dragonfly. 1/1 flyer, meaning first strike. Not a great card, but hopefully he'll see play one day. Hopefully I'll find use for him. Cat Warriors. 2/2 Forest Walk. Nothing fancy, just happy to have them. Wanderlust. Now this is a card I actually want to use. I want to do some Wanderlust, Cursed Land, kick you down to nothing type decks. So we'll see what their fates are. Stream of Life, card that I don't really have a use for yet. Again, hopefully I find a use for it. There's 2 of them. Ooh, the Dryads, Forest Walk 1/1s. Great little fast smackers. Another one of them. A third one. And a Scrib Sprite, because he goes well with them. Fast green beats. You never know you need them. And Killer Bees. This is my 3rd one, or my 4th one? Does it make my playset? I think it's my 3rd one. I picked up the 2 my last loot video. Oh yeah, and I got one cheap. I think it's my 4th one. Very excited. Very excited to finally have a playset of Legends Killer Bees. And this guy. If you've been paying attention to this channel, you know what this card is for. I got one unlimited one in there now, and this is my first beta. So very happy to have it. I picked up a beta Forest for like $7 on Card Kingdom. That was nice. And now for the fancy stuff. Ooh, Beta Psionic Blast. A card I've never owned, actually. So I'm finally happy to get some. And I actually picked up a full playset of Beta Blasts. Next up, Plateau. Followed by 2 Volcanic Islands, which I'm getting much closer to finishing off my dual land sets. I've only got a couple duels left to grab. But that makes my last Plateau and my last one of those. And you probably just got a peek there. The big finale here is 3 Jusums. A card I've never owned before. And I got a nice deal. I picked up all 3, I think for just about $2 grand. And this one's a little beat. These are a little nicer. And I am looking for a 4th, so I can make that playset. And now on to the next big surprise. My lady made me this awesome Black Lotus bag to carry around my decks in. It's made out of pants. Check that out. It's got a pants zipper, pants inside, pockets outside, room for everything. And the artwork, she painted that herself by hand. And over here, the little zipper tab actually says, it's a Magic the Gathering card. It says Magic the Gathering on one side, Deck Master on the other. So, wow, this is my favorite part of the score, and I got some good loot here. Well, hope you enjoyed. As always, if you like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to go the extra mile, visit me at my Patreon, Baron Nick. This is Baron Nick, and I'm done here.